Hey guys, and welcome. So today I want to share with you 3 tools that you can use to increase your productivity every day.
Let's take a break, been a long day. Hit your line, what you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go, it's only up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the field. Say vivid for the ears, I know that's how they like. Yeah, I fantasize, tell me that it's real.
So my name is Menya, just like Kenya, for those who don't know me, and I am a health and fitness coach based here in Tokyo. And I want to share with you tools that I use and started using within the last probably 3 to 4 years that have completely revolutionized how it is I do work, especially from home, because I run my own business. So, number 1, Microsoft To Do. The big problem with tasks is that some tasks are work-related, some tasks are home-related, some tasks are financial. Basically, we end up having all these tasks that are really disparate and sometimes not connected at all, and it's impossible to keep all of that in our heads. One of my all-time favorite books is a book called Getting Things Done by David Allen. It came out in early 2000s, I think 2001, and the book is essentially all about writing everything down that it is you need to get done on any given day so that you don't have to keep all of that information cluttered in your brain because it will prevent you from forward thinking. What that means is if you keep all your tasks and to-dos stored upstairs in your head, it prevents you from thinking effectively about tasks that you actually need to tackle now, like things in the now. So you kind of free up that space in your mind to do whatever it is you need to actually accomplish now. So Microsoft To Do, I have tons of stuff in there, and I'll show you mine on my phone actually so you can get a look for it. But I mean, I have tons of categories broken up into business, personal, and recreation, and then within those categories I've got subcategories, and it gets pretty intense. But the beauty of this is anything that comes to mind, whether it's ordering more dish detergent on Amazon, or calling my mother on her birthday, or buying flowers for Risa, which I try to do on a weekly basis, all that stuff is written down in To Do. And while that seems pretty intense, the beauty of it is just that I don't have to think about it, so it doesn't take up headspace kind of thinking like, oh, I forgot to do that thing yesterday, because it's already in To Do. Also, Microsoft To Do used to be Wunderlist, and Microsoft purchased Wunderlist I think a few years ago, and they made everyone transition onto To Do. There are other apps you can use that are similar, whether it's Trello. I think there's an app called To Do List, which is a different app. I'm sure there are tons of To Do apps, and I used to use Notes, which was horrible. So if you are not already using a To Do app of some sort, definitely get one, and my recommendation would be Microsoft To Do. It's free, very easy to use, syncs to your computer and to your phone, and you can get as intense with it as you want. Personally, I brain dump everything into the app, and that's what really allows me to get things done, because I can kind of plan when I'm going to do them, and each day I know that there are going to be things in front of me that I need to get done. So on a regular basis, the night before, I'll check the app and figure out what needs to happen. Number 2, Google Workspace. So this includes everything Google. So this is Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Keep. I mean, all the things are included in that one area. And so one of the huge factors that's helpful for me is utilizing Drive, in particular with clients, but just in general, because I can just keep everything stored in one safe location that I can access from my phone or from my computer all the time. Obviously, some people don't have access to Drive, their work computer stations, so I work with a number of clients who can't access Drive while at the office on their computers. But in general, for personal use, in terms of storing documents, videos, pictures, files, Google Workspace is unbelievable. And in particular, one of the items I like from it is Keep. So I used to use Notes from Apple, and the problem was it just doesn't sync well with other platforms. The beauty of Keep is that you can access Google basically anywhere. Of course, there are some computers or some areas where you can't, but in general, you can access Google almost anywhere. And if you can access Google, then you can access Keep. And Keep is where I keep, just a bunch of random notes that are not necessarily very specific or important. So, for example, if I wanted to keep just notes about a conversation I had, those go into Keep. Or if I wanted to keep really simple, easy reference notes, those all go to Keep just because it's so easy to access and move around. For more specific information that you may not want to share with the world, for example, passwords, I personally use Sheets, which is also part of Google Workspace, a codified passcode system. So that means every website that I've created a username and password on, I've also gone ahead and logged into that one kind of passwords megadoc. And I only use maybe 5 different passwords all the time, and then there are maybe 6. And so I kind of keep those codified within that doc. And what that means is that even if you were able to open the doc, all of the passwords are codified, so you wouldn't know what they are, because if the password's got 10 digits, I'll only have maybe 2 digits. in a code that I'll remember. And these are like all kind of completely random passwords. So I found that a really effective way to keep passwords safe because they're not actually written anywhere. Another way, obviously, there are other applications specific to keeping passwords that keep keychains and all that. But for me, I found that Google Workspace just allows me to do that perfectly. And number 3 is Spark. Spark is an email client that has completely transformed my inbox. I remember I downloaded Spark probably 3 years ago, wintertime, and for the first time in my life, I brought my inbox from however many crazy old emails I had in it, including archived, to 0. And it was incredible. If you've never felt what it feels like to have 0 emails in your inbox, it is amazing. And I can't recommend it enough. Virtually everyone I have recommended to download Spark has achieved the same 0 inbox feeling, and it is incredible. I can't emphasize it enough. If you don't already have Spark, get it. I used to use Outlook, and I used to use just Gmail online, but Spark allows you to put it all into one place. You can separate things into different categories. You can have newsletters in some places. You can have actual personal emails categorized somewhere else. You can kind of customize it as much as you want. Obviously works with all the different smartphones and computers. Incredible. So full circle in terms of how to maximize your time using 3 applications. So again, I'd say number 1, Microsoft To Do for all your daily tasks across the board, whether that's personal finance, it could be business related, it could be home and family related. Number 2 would be Google Workspace. Everything you can imagine is going to be contained in that one big workspace area. And then number 3 for managing email, which for lots of people is a big time suck, would be Spark. All of those are free and easy to utilize, but at least some of them have paid options, specifically on the workspace side, especially if you need more space. So I'd recommend those 3. I hope this is helpful. If you haven't already, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and then hit that little notifications bell so you don't miss out on future videos. This one's short and sweet. Hope you guys like it, and I'll see you next week.